Hey folks, welcome back to Civilization 6 and our Let's Play of the May 2024 monthly challenge, Reach for the Heavens. Where we left off, we'd established our 4th city and we're working towards our 5th. We've planned out quite a number of cities. We're only on turn 50, so maybe it's okay, but I am feeling a little bit of a pinch in terms of gold and culture and science. I'd like to get more of each. I'd also like to get my government plaza up soonish. And I'm not quite sure where I want to put it. If we take a look at the government plaza, it enables us to build... I think it's the Ancestral Hall here that we are interested in. Increase production towards settlers, and new cities receive a free builder. So, the loyalty from it makes me kind of want to push it up here into Angkor Wat. But we do have Magnus established here, and he's pumping out settlers, so we kind of want to build it here as well. I'm not quite sure where I would build it. But... yeah, that's something I want to get out soon. The free builder for new cities would be really handy. And so I might build it here in Angkor Thom. It's going to take a while for Angkor Wat to become productive. It's going to be 23 turns before it's finished with the holy site, although our population will grow here. And once we get, like, this hill and this hill online, we'll be pretty productive between the winery tiles and those two hills. So maybe I build it here to put some loyalty pressure on Mikisu Wachik. And then we start building settlers in this city. We are working on a trader who's going to go probably from Angkor Wat to Angkor Thom for their first trade route. Anyway, there's not much else to say. I guess we're going to start playing turns here. Let's get started.
If bread is the first necessity of life, recreation is a close second.
All right, so there's games and recreation. We're going to have very tall cities, so we may end up needing entertainment complexes in various places. Housing in cities with 2 specialty districts, we probably won't need that card. Let's take a look at our policies here. Is there anything we want to swap in? I think we want charismatic leader. And I think urban planning stays for now, as well as colonization. I might swap colonization out and take a break from settling for a few turns to build a few other things and work on builders. We do need a lot of builders. Does it make sense to swap Ilkham out here? I think we can take a small break from producing settlers, just for 10 turns or so. And spam out some builders in places like Ripson, Angkor Thom, and Lingapura to improve our empire-wide infrastructure and our city's ability to produce. I think that's fine. What do we want to do with this spearman? I guess we'll take a quick look at some of this land over here. And then we're finally through the worst, I think, of this area. Let's get across the river with our scout. There's water there. And we can't cross through Zanzibar's lands. So we're going to have to go down and around to continue scouting at all. I don't think we can embark here. Can I? I would need shipbuilding. I would need to pick up shipbuilding for that. So yeah, this scout cannot get through that water. Sadly. In terms of our next civic, we do want to work towards Mont Saint-Michel, which is over here at Monarchy. So next up we need recorded history. We're not going to build 2 campus districts anytime soon. I don't think we'll be the target of a declaration of war anytime soon. So between these two prerequisites that we need, I think recorded history probably is the better choice. I don't see us building the Great Library. The Mausoleum at Halicarnassus, we don't have a coastal city for that either. So these kind of don't really matter which order we do them in. The governor titles from both will be very nice, however. All right, so this poor scout, he's been stuck bogged down in like marsh and hills and woods forever. Let's just send him over here for now, and I'll come back to him once he's through.
다른 이들이 하늘을 향해 나아갈 때 당신은 땅을 파고 있습니다.
While others reach for the heavens, you claw at the dirt. I think that's probably she has an agenda about science, and she's saying that we don't have a lot of science, so she doesn't like us. There's not much I can do about that right now. Okay, a major flood kills one of our population. That's horrifically bad news. Looks like that happened in Lingapura. Really unhappy about that. Yeah, that really is terrible. I mean, it does fertilize the tiles for us. And we knew we needed to get a dam on this river sooner or later, but man, I really didn't need that right now. Let's see. I can't afford to send this spearman, our only military unit, down here to scout out this tundra, so we can take a little bit of a gamble through, or a stroll through Poundmaker City here. We have open borders with him. We'll get a little bit of information. But we can't stray too far from Angkor Wat. Peace be to you and yours. It's heartening to see another just as pious as myself. She likes our religion, hates our science, apparently. Okay, what happened here? Our builder reached this location, so let's go ahead and get our plantation. That'll give us a little bit more gold per turn, which is very welcome. We've only got 11 per turn. So every little bit helps right now. I do have 184 gold stored up, and I wonder if I shouldn't try to... Can I buy a granary here? 260 gold. I have really nothing to sell anybody, except perhaps that wine. Let's take a look at our cities here. Everybody's content. Where's the amenities screen? Resources. There we go. So wine is going to 4 cities, and the mercury is going to 4 cities. Let's take a look at our amenities. 2 for 1, 7 for 5, 4 for 2, 2 for 2, 2 for 1. So if I sold off one of my amenities, Lingapura would be a little bit unhappy. Might take a 5% hit to yields. But the money we could get for this wine or the mercury might be really worth it. Let's take a look. We can get 14 gold for 30 turns from Poundmaker for the wine. Or for the mercury. Excuse me. We could also get 286 gold up front, which might be the way to go. Does anybody want my diplomatic favor? Sandak will give us 5 gold for 1. 9 gold for 2. Okay, she's not paying top dollar. Yeah, they're not paying really good amounts for diplomatic favor, but I need gold now. 36. What's the most I can get out of her? 86 gold. 91 for 20. I think I'll take that deal. And then I think we will sell this to Poundmaker for 286 gold right now. That lets us get a granary in Angkor Wat, which we really need because it's only got 2 housing. So that lets the city grow a little bit larger and work a few more tiles, which is great news. Okay, I think that was the right call. That was the right thing to do. We can get that wine back in terms of the amenity if we need it by getting a builder here. All right, over in Angkor Thom, we've got our next settler, and I think what we want to do here is settle this coastal city. We want to get this campus up soon, and we'd like a harbor as well. We'll need 7 population to get all 3 districts. But I think I'm going to start sending you up that way, and I'm going to bring you back down to kind of meet and escort, make sure nothing popped over here in the fog. And then Anchor Thom, I think I get a builder right now. The monument would also be nice. I want to save this gold for the moment. I could purchase a builder. A monument would be nice. We definitely don't need the granary. Not right now. The Prasat would be nice as well. That would help our culture problems. But I think I'd get a builder first. And then we get the Prasat. And I think I do want to try to power up Angkor Wat here and build my government plaza there. Once I get the holy site complete and get to 4 population. I think that's what I want to do. So it's probably something like, well, probably government plaza there, and then encampment here, I think, would be the long-term goal. Because if we build the government plaza here, I believe that will give an adjacency to our holy site once it's complete. But that's, we got to get this city up and running, which means the trade route, this trade route needs to happen. That's going to happen next turn to get some additional food and production in here. And now that we have the ability to get some housing up, we'll go up to like 6.5 max housing. Once we get this down, we can get to 7 with another plantation. So I think that's what we want to do. And then maybe we spam settlers if there's a pass here. Otherwise, we'll need to bring them down and around. But we have other cities we want to settle before we start branching out past our neighbor. Moderate flood. Okay. All right. So you're going to go to Angkor Wat. Very nice. And once you're established, we'll get some additional food and production on that trade route. You're going to head down this way to meet up with our settler friend. Okay. And then over in Ligapura, we're going to get a builder. We did slot in the card. Monuments and watermills would also be nice, but I think builders are going to be the best return on investment right now. Okay, so we can finally get back to actually scouting with our scout as we have a little bit of open land here. Looks like we found one of Korea's cities. That's good news. Okay, for this trade route, I'd like production. If we trade with Poundmaker, we can get 4 gold per turn plus 1 science and culture, which is actually nothing to sneeze at. If we trade with Angkor Thom, we only get 2 food, 1 production, but we also begin to spread our religion a little bit. We get a little bit of religious pressure from that. And I think we need the production more than we need the gold, science, and culture right now. Don't get me wrong, this is a really nice trade route that I'd like to have as well. But I think we need the food and production more for Angkor Wat right now. Plus, having a road to my capital will be nice. Okay, our builder is here. We can see these blue tiles are all tiles that I'm working, so I think we'll get 3 mines up with this guy. We'll start here, and then we have a builder here as well. Let's see. I'm working this tile. I would like to get the gypsum online with a quarry, so I think I'll do that first. But then I think the other 2 build charges we're going to harvest, we're going to chop, and then build a mine here. So that's going to give us a big boost of production, and the question is, what do we put it into? We probably want to get our 2nd district here. Alternatively, like, I'd love to have a commercial hub, but we haven't quite researched that yet. Alternatively, I could get the watermill for food and production here, or a monument to help out with my culture problems. I don't need the granary. I don't need the shrine right now. Although we will want a prasat in this city. We want a prasat in all of our cities. I'd really like to be building a commercial hub, but we haven't researched it yet. So I think the best thing to do right now is to go for the watermill here and chop that out. That'll have long-term returns. Okay, we have indeed found some of Korea's territory. That's good news. Let's push forward with our spearmen here. I think the scenario must have barbarians disabled. The fact that we're 56 turns in and haven't seen a single barbarian tells me that they're not part of this part of the rule set here. Let's get that mine. Let's get that quarry. Continue onwards.
Normal people believe that if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Engineers believe that if it ain't broke, it doesn't have enough features yet.
Okay, so there is engineering. One thing we want to do immediately is place down all of our, excuse me, place down all of our aqueducts to get the price locked in. So you can see here it's 79 production. I don't know exactly when we'll build that, but we want to lock that price in now. Let's see, where is the aqueduct plant here? Okay, and then our fourth city, we have it planned for this location. Okay, very nice. In terms of researching, it is now time to go after currency, so we can build a commercial hub in Ripson and possibly elsewhere. Man, this scout... Do we not have open borders with her? What happened? I thought we had that. It must have expired. Pay me, maybe? You will pay me. Okay. Very nice. Poundmaker, did we lose open borders with you? No, it's still in effect for... let's see... How do I see my deals here? That's gossip. Access level. Relationship. We do have open borders. I thought there was a way to see the deals you have. And how long they have. Oh, here it is. Agreements. Open borders is in effect, but it doesn't tell me how long it lasts. So we can move through her territory. And I think we will. We'll get a sight for... We'll get a feel for how she's set up here. Okay. Yeah, no barbarians. I think we're fine there, so we'll send you... I guess we'll go scouting with you a little bit. You get over to these other two hills and get the mines up and running. You're going to head over here to do a chop and a mine. Classical era ends in 3 turns. We have not earned a golden age, unfortunately, which stinks, but maybe we'll still be able to do something interesting with our normal age. Oh, look at that. There's actually a second crab there that we didn't know about. That's fantastic. All right. There's Mahendra Parvata settled. What do we want to work on first here? Probably a builder. We'd love to get this crab online, get a hill going, or get a mine going here, and probably chop out this this forest where the aqueduct is going to go. So yeah, let's work on a builder here as our first step. We could go watermill, but I think that would be... I could either purchase that to get this city really going, but that uses up basically all of my gold. Is that what I want to do? Or I could buy the builder and have a little bit of gold left over and work the watermill. I think that's the play. Okay. So interestingly, we found the other edge of the map How small is this map? Do we only have... Are there only 4 civs in this entire game? Is that possible? This map seems very small, unless there's another continent. I'm not quite sure. All right, well. Guess we'll explore the coastline here and her cities. Let's send you back to Angkor Wat. Yes, let's chop this. She has an aqueduct going up there. Actually, it's important that I take a look here. She's got an aqueduct, she's got her campus. She's working fishing tiles. So she's got 2 coastal cities. She's also probably built... Yeah, she's the one who built the pyramids. So she's quite a ways away from us. It would be very difficult for us to attack her. But there is a lot of open land here. If we came down around the mountains, we could maybe gobble up a bunch of this land. And then we'd be maybe in a position to attack her. Looks like she has 3 cities, maybe? So we're ahead in terms of cities, I think. And land claimed, which is fine. Alright, we'll come back to that idea in a minute. Let's see, you're going to go ahead and put your final build charge there. You're going to chop here for Ripson's watermill. And you're going to chop here for Mahendra Pavarda's watermill as well. Okay. And there is the medieval era.
Money, if it does not bring you happiness, will at least help you be miserable in comfort.
A great quote from the great Sean Bean. Okay, with that chopped... Or no, this was chopped. With that, you're going to do your final charge there. You're going to do your final charge there. Okay. I think we're working on the aqueduct here in Ripson. I think that's okay. We've already got some production into it, so I'll just allow it to happen. I think there's a boost for building an aqueduct as well. For something. I don't remember what it's for. So we'll just let that complete. That's fine. We've completed a builder here in Lingwapura. Now, I would like to find a way to get you some more production. Alternatively... Yeah, there's no good production available right now. So, I think I might send you north to help out Angkor Wat. You want to get up here and get a mine going and then get that crab online. So we can make a dedication. We're in a normal age for the medieval era. What do we have here? Exodus of the Evangelists, era score for converting city to your founded religion, monumentality, era score for constructing districts, pen, brush, and voice, era score for inspirations and constructing buildings with a great work slot, or free inquiry, era score for eurekas. You know, I think Exodus of the Evangelists might be the one to go with here because we're going to convert our own cities this era. So that actually works. And speaking of, it might be time to grab a missionary or 2 here. We have 481 faith stored up. It's going to be a minute. Well, actually, here comes the Prasat. So maybe we wait and get the apostle instead. Okay, what do we want to research next here? Movement for naval units, allowing land units to embark. Both of those are okay. We would like the dam, and we're not going to get a classical era or later wonder anytime soon. Huey Takali. I would like to get an industrial zone in Angkor Wat. Or maybe not Angkor Wat. I can't remember which one I want. Also, we don't seem to be in much of a war, so I'm not sure machinery's a rush. But I think the dam is a really important district for us, so I'll work towards Buttress for now. Lingopura, I think it's time for you to get yourself... You still don't have this tile for your... You have 4 populations, so you could have 2 districts. Could I buy this tile? How much is it? 90 gold? Yeah. Do I want... I want to get this eventually. I don't think it's like a huge priority. It's not the best. It would give us the housing that we need, though. Alternatively, we could work the aqueduct for another 2 housing. But I would like to get the commercial hub online. Where's that going to go? Does the holy site gain adjacencies from districts? It does. So... Aqueduct there, holy site, or commercial hub here would give it an additional adjacency, which is an additional 1 faith in food. I think maybe I get the aqueduct up, because there's never going to be a time I'm going to be super happy to be building this. I guess we'll finish our aqueduct here in Lingopura. Until we either get more gold income so that I can buy some tiles without feeling guilty about it, or it naturally expands to one of these tiles. It's not going to have huge amounts of production. It's working sort of the best tiles it can work. We're focusing on trying to build up Angkor Wat at the moment. So the builder we sent up there is going to improve tiles up there. We could get another builder here instead, which might be okay. I think maybe we have enough builders for now. I think maybe we're done with builders for right now, and we can swap that card out in 3 turns and go back to producing settlers and continuing to settle our land. So I think we're fine with that. We'll build the aqueduct here for now. The other option is I could go for the monument. 7 turns for a monument. Like, being able to push the borders out here faster would be nice, and we could use a little bit more culture. But we've hit our housing pop here, our housing limit here, so we need to either buy this tile and get to work on the holy site, which is 14 turns, or build the aqueduct, which is only 9 turns. I don't want to get the granary, so yeah, we'll go with the aqueduct. Looks like we've hit the World Congress. Okay, patronage. Earn double points towards great people of this class. No points earned towards great people of this class. I don't really care about this right now, but I would say probably let's try to stop Korea from earning great scientists. And then border control treaty. New districts built by this player act as culture bombs. Let's upvote that and choose ourselves and see if we can get that to happen. Wow, there's 8? Okay, so nobody earns great profit points. That's fine, that delays other religions. And then I actually earn this, so my districts will act as culture bombs. That's actually really nice. And we got 4 era score for completing our Prasat. Excellent. All right. So we must be... If there are 8 players, like we are... I think we're on a continent with just Seondak and Poundmaker. I think that has to be what the deal is. All right, you go ahead and get a mine here, and then you're going to go turn that crab on. Meanwhile, over here in the capital, we're going to go back to making settlers. The great work of art slot and the faith would be nice, but I want to spend this on an apostle here. There we go. Let's have you working on a settler again. Up to 11 population here. Very nice. We got 1 diplomatic victory point. Next turn.
Au nom du peuple canadien, bienvenue. Je suis le Premier ministre Laurier.
We've met Prime Minister Laurier of Canada. It's an honor to meet you. Exchanging information on our capitals is a great idea.
History is the version of past events that people have decided to agree upon.
Okay. So we've picked up recorded history and we've met Canada, who's apparently way up to the north there. All right, let's get on good terms with our friend LAURIER here if we can. Send a delegation and we'll go after open borders. He wants 12 gold right now. That's acceptable to me. And then, are you interested in purchasing my diplomatic favor? What would you give me? Not very much, so never mind. Okay. We picked up a governor title from our civic that we earned. So I have to think about that in a moment. Let's continue scouting. Let's try and get some information on Canada. Okay, we can see that Poundmaker has set up like a border across here. Interesting. Our spearman's just going to camp out here in Angkor Wat for now. Doesn't seem like a huge warfare game so far. Nobody seems interested in warfare. Let's evangelize our belief. Actually, I'm just curious, what would our promotion be here? Spread extra times, convert barbarians, strengthen theological combat. Yeah, okay. Let's evangelize belief here. And what do we have available? So we have the book belief or the candle belief. The candle belief is mostly about spreading the religion. So never drops due to losses in theological combat would be great for us, I think. Although it depends on whether somebody on this continent has a religion for us to fight. We might have to go across the water to fight somebody. Yikes. So pressure never drops due to losses in theological combat may be slightly less important, because we can just send our apostles to fight and die and not worry about spreading on another continent. Ignoring movement costs of terrain and features could be really, really nice for positioning ourselves well. Spreads to further cities. Gain combat strength. Combat units. Holy Order would also be nice. Missionaries and apostles are 30% cheaper to purchase. And that might be the way to go here. I would like missionary zeal. That seems really, really nice. And monastic isolation would be good if we were fighting on this continent, because I'd be worried about losing my own cities. Religious pressure. But I think Holy Orders is the way to go here. So that's going to make our apostles and missionaries cheaper. So we'll be able to spread our religion here locally with missionaries very easily. And then when we get into religious combat with our apostles, we'll be able to spam them out and cross the ocean to find whoever has Eastern Orthodoxy and fight them. Now, we have an envoy. We have 2 envoys, but they're not super helpful to us right now because we don't have. Well, we can't even take suzerainty of either of these. So I'm going to hold on to my envoys for now. We do have a governor thing that we could do. So what do I want to do here with the governor title? We definitely want to swap out Ilkum and put colonization back in. And then I think discipline is useless because I don't think there are any barbarians on this map. So I guess we go for conscription for now, to get the 1 gold per turn. What do we have here? Wilfred will sell me horses. I don't need that. We met Canada. So what do I want to do here in terms of governor titles? Do I want to promote Magnus? We could get more growth in the city. Trade routes ending here provide +2 food to their starting city. That would actually be good for Angkor Wat. We produce more food and growth. We could put Amani in somewhere in one of the two city-states, I guess. We don't really need Moksha. So right now it's sort of between Pingala and Liang. Builders trained in the city get +1 build charges. I do like that quite a bit. But increase in science and culture generated by the city is also incredible. And then culture and research are going to be fantastic for our Civ. He's going to get an enormous benefit from those two promotions. So I think we want to find a place to put Pingala. Once we get the government plaza built here in Ancestors Hall, we're going to want Magnus here to produce settlers. Although, yeah, we've still got some settlers to produce. We've got at least, there's one city there, one city there. We theoretically have another city here. Maybe, yeah, this Mikishu Wachik will prevent us from getting a second coastal city there. But we might have some more tundra cities. We might branch out over here. So let's see. Where else could I put Pingala? Ripson has 5 population. It's gonna get its aqueduct here. What is its food surplus? 6.5? And what about you, Lingapura? Yeah, 2.1, and you have housing issues. So maybe we'll throw Pingala into Ripson for now. It's going to have a very high population. It's got a food surplus, so it's going to grow a lot of population, which we can use Pingala to turn into science and culture. I guess we'll stick him here for now, and we might reconsider moving things around later. Okay. Do I actually want my government plaza here? I'm not entirely sure. I might actually want it in Anchor Thom just because it's a central location for settling. And I was thinking about the loyalty pressure this would place on this city, but maybe that's not worth moving it around. Maybe it's better to have it here. After this settler is popped out, and I think we're going to go there and there. We're going to get those two cities online. We'll have to think about maybe building the government plaza here. Or should I be building it now before I build these two settlers? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 5 cities on turn 63. That's not bad. And if I build the government plaza first before these settlers, I would get a free builder at each of them when I settle them. So maybe that's the play here. Let's plan it. Let's do a little bit of planning here. If I build the government plaza here, the other thing I'm going to want here, the other two things I'm going to want here are a commercial hub and a theater square. And we might want the theater square sooner rather than later. I'm not sure. But let's take a look here. So we have our aqueduct in the planning stages here. We could do commercial hub here. Government plaza here. On the marsh, maybe? Alternatively, so ideally I want to get as much adjacency for the theater square as possible. So if I put the theater square here and go commercial hub, government plaza, then it's got, let's see what that looks like from according to the pins. So let's say I do theater square here, commercial hub here, and then government plaza here. That does turn this into a +2. And then if we built one more plaza around here somewhere, or one more district around here somewhere, or a wonder. Wait a minute, what's the deal for Mont Saint-Michel? Which we want to build. Must be built on floodplains or marsh. Okay, so actually, that doesn't work. Let's place Mont Saint-Michel on this marsh. Let's plan that out. It's going to take me a minute to find it here. Are these not organized alphabetically? I guess they're organized by era? There it is. So let's say that's Mont Saint-Michel. Then We want our theater square between Mont Saint Michel and the potential governor's square or governor plaza. And if possible, we'd like to get 2 district adjacencies as well. So 1, 2. If we put our commercial hub for Anchor Thom here, had I planned a farm triangle here? I think I had, but so we could go up there, but then I lose out on the district adjacency with the aqueduct. So we could do a triangle here, perhaps. So yeah, maybe that works. So we do Theater Square, and then Government Plaza. That gets that to a +3. We lose the adjacency from the aqueduct, but maybe we just eat that. Because there's no real way to make this work otherwise. You know what? I should be planning these out and putting these commercial hubs down. There's a +3 there because of the adjacency. Is there any other way to make this work? Like, don't I get a bonus if I put it next to the government plaza? If I put it here? That's a +3. Okay, that kind of works. And actually, this is a very good reminder. I should lock in that. We'll have to give up the food from the marsh because we don't have a builder here. I should lock in the commercial hub that we have planned. Cancel both of those for right now. And then I think I have to buy this tile and put the government plaza down. And we still could build another district on top of that. So if I bought this tile, I could lock in the theater square. So we're working on the government plaza. Only 4 turns, not bad. Where else do we want to build things? I know we want to build these, but I don't have... Did I not? I didn't lock this in? What's the price here? It's gone up to 85. I thought I locked those in. Oh, this was a new city, that's why. Okay. You know what I should do? I should be figuring out where my commercial hubs and theater squares are going to go in all of my cities and locking in the cost of some of those districts. So I can only do it for 1 district or 2 districts here at 4 population. I could do it for a district here because we already have one. Where are you going to have your commercial hub? Let's figure that out. There's a +3 hub on that marsh. And I think that's acceptable to build on, so let's get that locked in as well. And in fact, that might be the next thing we build here. Anchor Thom is all planned out. Lingwapura, I'm going to want you to have a commercial hub as well. But yeah, I want the holy site, but it's not getting the tile that I need here. So we're going to have to hold off on that. You do have 4 population. If I placed it there, I could get an adjacency bonus from having 2 districts. But it's going to be a while before we get there. What about you, Anchor Watt? You're not ready for your 2nd district yet. You are almost finished with your holy site, which is nice. Okay. That's about the limit of what I can do in terms of locking in districts. We really need a way to... I might go ahead and get the monument here. We could use the culture, and I need this city to grow its tiles out. I need you to get some more tiles. So we'll go to our next turn and see what happens. Okay. I think we will amble through Poundmaker's territory a little bit since we have open borders with him. And we'll come back to choose our production here in Anchor Watt. So we finished our... holy site. We could go after an encampment to protect ourselves against any potential aggression from pound maker. What else could we do here? A builder would be nice for these 3 tiles for sure. We could improve all 3 of those tiles. Alternatively, we're going to want ancient walls everywhere eventually for the tourism, but I don't think now's the time to build them. I also don't really think now's the time to build an encampment. A commercial hub or a theater square would be great, since we decided not to build the government plaza here. So if we have encampment here, that's 3 districts, and then theater square here. And then maybe, let's see, if I do long term, if we go encampment, theater square, and then commercial hub. I would have thought, yeah, that's a +2. Because 4 districts, right? Wonder tiles, +1 from every 2 adjacent district tiles. We don't have a government plaza adjacency. There would be culture from an entertainment complex, which we could build. Where is my government plaza? We're building it here. Yeah, there's no way for this city to build a thing there. So we could have the commercial hub here or here and get those 4 district adjacencies, and then maybe down the line we throw an entertainment complex down as well. So I think I will get started on this theater square, actually. It'll be nice to get a little bit more culture going. And you're not pushed for housing yet, so you don't need your aqueduct. As for you, you completed your watermill. I think we get you working on a harbor here. Also, what happened to this builder? Didn't I have a builder down here that was going to... Oh, he's on his way. Okay, there we go. There's our fishing resource. I think we do get you started on... Do we get you started on a harbor? I'd love to get this campus up, but we need gold. And getting a harbor up is going to provide gold in a big way. There is a question about where to place this. I think it makes more sense to have the commercial hub here if we build one and make something out of this useless tile. So let's go ahead and throw the harbor on this +3 tile. And there we go. That's gonna be the episode because we've run out of time. Man, it feels like I have the potential to really snowball at a certain point if I can just get more infrastructure in place and squeeze out a couple more cities. We're going to be in a really good position for the mid game to start really spreading our religion and getting into our tourism build. There's been like multiple episodes. This is what, the fourth episode in the series of just trying to like get things in place, get the basics in place, and I think we're almost there. Once this government plaza is in place and we get these 2 cities up, I'll feel much better. We will, at that point, I feel, be in a very good position to start really buckling down on our religion and tourism, while occasionally squeezing out another settler, maybe to head down into the tundra to secure that land, and then maybe branching out to the east to grab some of this. The AIs don't seem too land hungry right now, and Poundmaker's probably more concerned with Ottawa than he is with us. Seondok is sort of isolated over here. She doesn't seem to be interacting with anybody. She's just working on her science. She's at 58 science per turn. That's ridiculous. But we've made good progress on our religion. We evangelized our first belief. The second one should be available in 15 turns or so. So we might get that next episode. Our cities are growing quite nicely. We've got 11 population here in the capital. And the potential for many more tall cities. Yeah, things are looking okay. I'm just nervous about how long it's going to take me to get to the win condition. Because it feels like I'm not able to just like accelerate right now. And so there's like a long period of buildup before I can really get into building the things that are gonna win me the game. Like I haven't even really thought about my my national parks yet, and I need to plan those as well. Since we're gonna have a huge faith income once all these cities and their holy sites come online, we're gonna be able to purchase naturalists. So I'm gonna want a bunch of those, and then maybe seaside resorts. And then I know there's rock bands in this version of the game, so I don't know how those work, but that might be a thing we have to do as well. All right, that's going to be it for this time. As always, thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys are enjoying this playthrough and my thinking as I work my way through this massive grand strategy puzzle. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.